pass, knocked down and aired. He'll sweep it down the ice. Minute and 30 to work on the power play. The Commandos come out from behind their own net. Bernier knocks it in deep. Dower with a chance to clear and does. And Billy Gaston with a burst of speed trying to catch up. Graham trying to get back defensively, or Poirier rather. It is Robbie Graham trying to get back. It looked like he was on the limp a little bit as Gaston showing a burst of speed to force Theriault to grab the puck and hold on. So face-off deep in Dieppe territory. Still a minute and 13 to kill in the bench minor to the Timberwolves. It's power play number 6 for the Commandos in the game, and Timberwolves talked about being more disciplined. Can't give Dieppe opportunities with the man advantage. They've been lucky so far, so not to have any damage done, but the percentages will start to catch up with you. They did 28% during the regular season as they come in over the line and try to set it up. To the line it comes. Poirier down low, trying to get it centered out in front as Dusek came in the back door. Now got it centered out in front. Newcomb can't get the shot away. Dallaire as well. It's off the glass and to the line. Poirier can't keep it in. In they come again. Meredith will penetrate now, try to set it up. Meredith. Careless pass. The court's able to poke by the defender and try to get away. The Timberwolves have a shorthanded goal in the game by Brett Malone. Malone's got a goal and an assist in the hockey game. Gaston goes in behind the net. Billy Gaston killing off valuable seconds. 15 to work on the power play for the Commandos, who might let another opportunity slip through their fingers. Meredith will come ahead, working one-on-one against Braden Wood. Meredith to the point for Poirier. Traffic in front, deflected in front. Trying to get his stick on it. Good setup by Poirier. Dallaire a little sloppy with trying, and the penalties killed. We're back to full and even strength. Malone goes deep. To the point it comes. Constantine can't keep it in. It's swept off the stick by Cousin. Billy Clark around the boards, and Timberwolves wrap it off the boards and back out to center. Luke Eagle with it there. 8 minutes have been played here in the third. Braden Wood picks off a pass and comes ahead. Wood's got 2 goals in the hockey game. Leads this Timberwolf team with goals with 4. Aired, put it low for Cousin. Cousin to the slot for hit the goalpost! Oh, hit the goalpost over the trapper to Neil Aird as he let it fly from the high slot. Cousin knocked down, got a penalty now coming up to Dieppe. You're wondering when the even up call was going to come. The fans respond. Oh for 6 on the power play are the Commandos. And now the Timberwolves will go to the power play for just the 3rd time tonight. They scored on their only opportunity in the second period. It took them 5 seconds to score as Braden Wood scored at 2:48 with the man advantage. And possibly Hashi's picked up 2 minors or maybe a misconduct here with 11:33 left to go in the third. See Marcus Tasinkover take a spot in the penalty box. That might be a misconduct for Michael Hashi, having something to say after the penalty call. Dower has it hop over his stick.
Yeah, penalties there as well. Michael Hashi took it as high sticking and attempted a misconduct.
High sticking and a misconduct. Dower in deep. Again, pressure coming from this penalty kill for Dieppe. Timberwolves have to move the puck quickly into the slot. Wrist shot coming from Graham, goes up over the net. Trying to center it out for Harper, who's going to park himself in front. Cousin also up front. Cousin retrieves along the boards. Trying to get it back to the point. Bouncing puck gets there for Michael Constantine. This is your number 1 unit, as Wood and Malone were out there just in the previous shift. Harper in behind. For Graham, to the point, hopped over the stick of Constantine. He better pedal back quickly as Dieppe supplies the forecheck. Constantine leaves it in the corner for Dower. Billy Gaston over the boards. He'll take the pass at the Dieppe line for Jordan Kennedy, and Gaston trying to dig the puck out. It finally does come loose. Cousin trying to get it down low. That was picked off, and the Commandos dump it down the ice. Nearing the midway point of the third period. 10:20 left to go in the third. Malone ahead through center for Aird. Back for Malone. Malone comes in. Knocked down as he came in over the line. The Timberwolves will try it again. 30 seconds left to work on their power play, their third of the night. 4-1. Timberwolves lead. Aird can't move it ahead. The Timberwolves have to be careful here now as Wood's going to lug it out of his own zone. Wood trying to shake the forecheck over here for Malone. Malone in over the line for Kennedy. Kennedy got it deep. Harper in deep against Doucette. Big Harrison Harper with a goal in the game. Cycles back towards the blue line to the wing for Kennedy. Kennedy looking to the point. Penalties now up. We're back to full and even strength. Out of the boxes to Sink. He's going to go to the bench. Gives the Timberwolves time to work still on the power play as they're still down a man. The Commandos is looking out in front as Aird gets it back to the point for Braden Wood. Wood wristed at the net and right into the belly of Theriault, and he'll grab and hold on. 9:19 left to go here in the third. Timberwolves holding on to a 4-1 lead. And they've given Dieppe plenty of opportunities here in the third to get back. 2 minor penalties after Dieppe had scored at 1:43, and actually Dieppe had the power play to start the period on an overlapping penalty from the second period, so they spent an awful lot of time working on their power play here in the third period, but the Timberwolves penalty kill has been good. 0 for 6. 50-50 tonight, $1,050. It's usually you times it by 2 gives you attendance. I don't think that's the attendance here tonight. I'd say your attendance got to be around 1,300 or 1,400 on a Saturday night in Miramichi. Game 2 of the Meek Division Final, which Dieppe leads 1-0. Game 3 will be Tuesday night in Dieppe, March 31st. Then April 2nd back here at the Civic Center for Game 4. Commandos lifted out through center. Langen comes in over the line. Threw it wide of the net. White goes to it, far side. Lifts it to the line, didn't get it out. He's going to get another try here now, and took too long to get rid of it, knocked down. Tucker White's got to move that puck quicker than that. Up the boards for Smith, and Smith got out of the zone. Groom, number 1 line, comes over the line. Graham with Langen and Groom. Good play by Dower to intercept that centering pass, and he'll lead the attack ahead. Dower will throw at the end, and Theriault, great big rebound. That's swept out of the zone. Tucker knocks it right back in again. Another pass, and almost Rory Court picked off. Now Graham's going to carry it in. Look at the backhand. Now he's looking to center. Gets it to the high slot. Poirier shot right on. Clark with a save. Rebound, hit the side of the net. Court trying to pin it against the end boards. Working there against Groom and Meredith. Court pushes it up the boards, but Meredith retrieves. Meredith cycled it back in behind the net. Tucker White is out there for a long shift, hustling back into the corner for it. Court around the boards blindly, and it got by the Commandos and down the ice. They're going to charge Miramichi with icing and face off all the way back in Miramichi territory. Under 8 to go here in period 3. 7:59 to be exact. Only 1 goal to report here in the third. Came off the stick of Jeremy Doucette. Doucette's first of the playoffs. As a matter of fact, first point of the playoffs. Spoiled the shutout bid of Billy Clark. Pasher now in over the line as both teams directing 18 shots at the net after 40 minutes of play. Meredith dumps it deep. Constantine's on it. Golfs it to the glass and out. Bernier now. He'll move it ahead for Meredith, and offside is the call.
Congratulations to tonight's 50-50 winner, Tommy Gorman.
Face-off will come up just outside the Miramichi blue line. Timberwolves 2 goals tonight from number 22, Braden Wood on the blue line. He's got 4 in the playoffs and leads the Timberwolves in points. Well, now I think he does now. Oh, Billy Gaston Billy had 8. Braden had 6 coming in. I don't know if Billy got check my numbers here. If Billy got an assist. I think Billy has a point here tonight. So they're tied with 8. Through center. Graham ahead, and Gaston dumps it in. So Graham, Kennedy, and Gaston surge into Dieppe territory. Newcomb trying to get loose. Kennedy knocked him down. Langen out through center. Beckwith can't find room. Played by Gaston, and Langen's hit. There's a collision in front of the benches. He's up and all right. Eagle ahead. He hit Harper with it. Now it's centered out in front. Billy Clark with another great save on the redirection in front by Langen. Again, the Timberwolves a little too passive in their own zone and letting Dieppe get those point shots away. And what the Commandos like to do is just redirect it at the net, and Billy Clark has been in the right place at the right time all night long. 6:49 left to go in the third. It's a 4-1 lead, and I'd hazard to guess shots on goal in this period, I'd have to see got to be 8, 9 to 2, something like that. Centering pass out in front, directed wide as pinching in from the point was Doucette. Again, the Timberwolves just letting them move around here with a shot, hit the goalpost and up and out of play. And Timberwolves are playing a zone rather than a man-to-man, and Dieppe is starting to skate here in the third. With 6.5 to go, still lots of time. The next goal could put, if Dieppe gets it, could put Timberwolves back on their heels. They have a 3-goal lead, but against Dieppe, highest scoring team in the MHL this season, you have to always be wary of their offense. Dower down in the corner. Kicks it up the boards. Cousson can't get it clear. Tsink shot flutters wide. White around the boards. Aird gets it and lays it out through center and down the ice. Cousson in a foot race for it with Tsink. They collide in the corner. Tsink does a good job shaking him off and cleared to center, and Aird's going to carry it right back in again. Neil Aird with a shot at the net, deflected wide. Malone gathers in behind the net. Can't get it centered, and Curtis around the boards to the far side. Chason there against Cousson, whose centering pass is picked off. Well, Curtis will come up through center. Benji Curtis will lob it in and go to Chase. Clark out to play it in behind his net. He's got to move it quickly. Now he's way out of his cage, and Cousson chopped it to the line and did get it out. Hopped over the stick of Bernier. Delay offside is Curtis slow in getting out of his zone. Well, he and Cousson talking at the players' benches, and well, this will be interesting. Oh my, you got to be kidding. Cousson and Curtis were talking as they went to the bench, and the referee has fingered Cousson for a minor penalty, unsportsmanlike, I guess. Now, I know the referees want to keep things under control. It's 4-1 in an important game in the playoffs. That's too many men on the ice is what they're going to call. And the goalie is now pulled. Down 3, they pulled the goalie, so it's a 6-on-4. With 5 minutes and 5 seconds left and going to the power play, Theriault has gone to the bench. So LeBlanc, the head coach for Dieppe, wants a goal here to make things interesting. 6-on-4 for Dieppe. Harper trying to pin it against the boards. To the line it comes. Wines fires Clark with the save. Rebound, Clark down, made another save. Harper to the line, not out. Over here for Clark. Clark rink wide for Meredith to the top. Shot coming, Clark with a save. Rebound there again, he got in front of it. Malone trying to clear, poked it off the stick. Meredith has it now. To the point for Bernier. Bernier, Clark, sharp angle, and Billy Clark makes the save on the short side. Oh, Clark has been a mighty force in the cage for the Timberwolves here tonight. 4:33 left to go in the third. And I'd hazard to guess 12, 13 shots for Dieppe and maybe 2 for the Timberwolves here in the third, but the problem has been taking too many penalties. It's power play number 7 for Dieppe, and it was a bench minor for too many men on the ice. They scored! Empty net! Off the draw! With the 6 attackers, the key for Dieppe was to win the faceoff. They don't! And Miramichi has taken a 5-1 lead. .15:32 the time of the goal, so 2 short-handed goals for Miramichi tonight. Of course, they were killing a penalty with the net empty. Throw it the length of the ice every chance you get. It's Billy Gaston. 9 points for Gaston in the playoffs. Unassisted and shorthanded, just like Malone's. Unassisted and shorthanded in the second period as they come in still on the power play and fired it wide. Knocked down by Court, but they say with a high stick. And the faceoff's going to remain inside Miramichi territory. So 2 shorthanded goals for the Timberwolves tonight, the latest off the stick of Billy Gaston. For Billy, it's goal number 4 in the playoffs, unassisted at 15:32. So I understand why you want to pull the goaltender with under 5 to go and you're down by 3. Makes good sense. But the key was to win the faceoff and control the puck for the Commandos with your net empty. To the front of the net, blocked by Harper. Harper blocked it again. Sweeps it to the boards. To the line, holding. To the point now for Doucette. Over here for Eagle. Eagle looking for a lane. Fired it high up over the net. Harper had his stick held. No penalty call there. It's swept down the ice. 3.5 left to go in period 3. 10 seconds to work on the power play. The 7th of the night for Dieppe. They haven't been able to capitalize with the man advantages. And the latest one coming is too many men on the ice. Aird trying to dig it out. Curtis got it deep. Penalties up. We're back to full and even strength. 0 for 7. Dieppe with the man advantage here tonight. To the line it comes for Bailey. Brennan Bailey, rink wide. Eagle. His shot blocked by Aird. Beckwith now. Down low. Groom can't find any room. Curtis with it. He centers it. Comes right to the slot. And Cousin picked that off. He'll lob it deep and peel off for a change. Back to full and even strength, under 3 minutes to go here in the third period. And Miramichi with a commanding 5-1 lead. The big period was the second period, which the Timberwolves scored a goal on the power play, 1 shorthanded and 1 even strength. 4 goals against Mark Theriault here tonight. He'd only given up 5 coming into the game in the whole playoffs. Had a goals against of 1. Doucette now out of his own zone. He'll dump it in. Mackay on it there. Nice pass ahead for Riley Scott. That allows Campbell to let some of his 5th and 6th defensemen and his 4th line get out there for some shifts for the 5-1 lead. Stick chopped out of the hands of Gingras, and Doucette's going to go to the box. 2:06 left to go in the third. I think Riley Scott's picked up a 10-minute misconduct. I think Robitaille's going to get one as well. As I did mark referee Jeff Siliker, and this is Jeff trying to come up with his name. The other referee here, I apologize, but he's been in the middle of things here in the third period. I think Gingras and Scott are going to go to the shower early with 2:06 left to play. And Doucette's going to the box for the slash. That was the original call. Or it's Robitaille rather than Gingras. They got 10-minute misconducts. So Miramichi will have the power play with 2 minutes or less for the remaining 2:06. And a 5-1 lead. Timberwolves won the 2 games here on home ice versus Woodstock. And then won 2 of 3 in Woodstock to win that series in 5. So to the power play. Gaston to the point for Malone. Gaston. Down low for Aird. Aird for Gaston. Gaston shot, broke his stick, I thought. Yes, he did. With 1 minute and 35 left to go here in regulation. 5-1, Miramichi leads. Graham in the corner. Miramichi has 1 power play goal in the game. It was a big one from Braden Wood to make it 2-0. Wood's going to hold. He's got 2 goals in the game. That's the slot from Malone. It's off the shoulder of Theriault into the corner. 1:10 left to go in the third. To the slot. Malone again. His shot partially blocked. To the line for Wood. Wood, Malone 1 time fired it high off the glass. Kennedy again. Stumbles but controls. Last minute to play in the third. Down low for Aird. Aird works out of the corner. Back to the top for Wood. Wood shot through traffic is blocked. Malone's going to wind and fire. His shot up over the glass. It came right back out in front of Theriault. Pins it against the back of his jersey. Prevent that from rolling loose. As it was Timberwolves loose around the cage. 44 seconds left in this one. Timberwolves are going to tie the series at a game apiece. And an interesting message sent to the Commandos, and specifically Mark Theriault, who allowed 4 goals here tonight. Power play, shorthanded, even strength. Meredith carries it deep. Dower runs him into the boards. 30 seconds to go in this one. Kia's stay out of trouble here. Harper, he'll carry it in deep. Hold in the corner. Harrison Harper has a goal by going hard to the net in the second period. Behind. And really, they've scored in every variety of way. Even strength, shorthanded, empty net. Constantine comes in. Wrist shot! Hit the pipe, or getting a piece of penalties up. We're back to full and even strength. And a 2-man breakaway. Curtis in. Is he going to shoot? No! Buzzer sound. Billy Clark kicked it out anyways. As behind a strong performance from Billy Clark. And goals scored in a variety of ways. Yeah, 12 shots for the Commandos in the period. For a game total of 30. For Miramichi, most of their shots came late in the period. 7 for a game total of 25. For Billy Clark, 30 shots. And some tough varieties in that third period of play. Miramichi took 3 minor penalties in the third that could have given Dieppe the opportunity to get back in the game after trailing 4-0 after 40 rather. Jeremy Doucette made it interesting, made it 4-1 to start the third at 143 from Hashi and Beckwith. But then Billy Gaston scores in the empty net and shorthanded at 15:32. So think about it. Wood scored even strength at 3:33 of the first. Then he scored on the power play to start the second period of play. Then Malone scores, who's the third star, shorthanded. Harper scores even strength. Braden Wood's the second star. I think you might see Billy Clark roll out here as the first star. Good for Billy Clark. Faced 47 in game number 1. and stopped 44. And here in game number 2, 30 shots and stopped 29. No problem with the goaltender in the cage. As Clark's the first star, Braden Wood with 2 goals, second star, Malone with a goal and an assist, third star. As the Timberwolves even up the series at a game apiece. Game 3's in Dieppe on Tuesday, the 31st of March, and then back here at the Timberwolves den, if you will, on Thursday, April 2nd for game number 4. We've got a series, folks, in the Meek Division Final as the Timberwolves win 5-1 here on home ice to even the series at a game apiece. I'm Jerry Green saying good night from the Miramichi Civic Center. Hope you've enjoyed MHL hockey on Fast Hockey. Still controls along the far side. Kennedy looking to set it out in front, and that was blocked by Theriault. We played 3 minutes here of the first period and still no score. Still no shots on goal. Of course, Tyler Brown not in the lineup for the Timberwolves. He'll miss the remaining part of this year due to a suspension. Set it out in front and couldn't find the handle as Kennedy was partially blocked as it came to the slot. Still working hard along the boards and back to the line for Braden Wood. His slap shot. He stays! Theriault misjudges it. Over the trapper on the short side. Timberwolves are on the board first. It's the third minor penalty of the hockey game. Gaston wins the draw back to Wood. Woods wrist shot. Braden Wood's done it again! A C&A shot from 50 feet! And it's 2-0 Timberwolves. Only took 5 seconds on the power play for the Timberwolves to take a 2-0 lead. 2:48 the time of the goal. Second. Clark's 5'11", 165. Poirier for Groom. Groom in with a shot short side. Looked like it was going to go wide, but Clark got a blocker on it. One of the best power plays in the league. Going to work here, down 2-0. Poirier to Bernier. Back for Poirier. Over here for Newcomb. Parked in front. And an opportunity, short-handed. Brett Malone, breakaway, short-handed in, shoots, Malone through the legs of Theriault. Make it 3-0. It's a shorty here in the second. .449 the time of the goal, so Miramichi's had a power play goal and a short-handed goal here in the second period. Team sweeps it to the boards, but not out. Curtis cycles in behind the net. Timberwolves pick that off, and now Aird. Bouncing puck through center for Pasher.